to be quite honest. Makeup was never like in the path for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a makeup artist. It was always, I want to be a model. I want to do more like fashion related stuff because I actually wanted to be a fashion designer at a point in time. Like I did clothing accessories in school. But with the makeup, I don't know if you know Kenisha Jack. She had a workshop around the time when I might have been like 15, 16, probably younger than that. And mommy was like, Destinee, as a model, it would be great for you to know how to do your own makeup. And I was like, nah. And then I went and I actually did really good to the point where she ended up hiring me. I worked there for maybe like 2, 3 years, I think. And then I just kind of lose my flair for it. Like, makeup is a tricky place to be because it's beauty. And just like with your hair, I feel like with makeup, like as simple as you mixing up the person foundation or like everybody have different eye shapes and all of that. So like you have to cater makeup to how the person is. And because to me that's like such a big thing, I was always like scared to kind of go into it. Because I can't see myself disappointing something such big of a deal because it's like your face. That's like your main feature, you know? So it was always a little tricky for me, but recently I felt like I just needed to get back into it. Well, at first I wasn't really trying to get back into it. I have people around me who've been like Destinee, especially like D'Angelo, because I do her makeup. That's one of my friends. She's one of the persons that I've done her makeup all the time. A year has not passed and I have not done this child's makeup. So yes, I've only at first only been doing my friends and like if some people would ask. But everybody was always like, Destiny, you need to do makeup. Even Kenisha, she was always telling me you need to start your own thing. But it was never like something that I felt like I needed to do until as of recently. And I felt like that came because I wanted to see something new in the makeup business. Feel like everybody kind of have like a similar style, and I wanted to bring more art related stuff into the makeup scene.
Okay. You mentioned D'Angelo. You do she makeup. You also.
I'm also her creative director, and what else? And I also edit her pictures.
How you get into?
Well, first with editing the pictures.
How you get into that, just that world? Like how you go from modeling and then makeup because your passion for modeling.
Okay, so I would say I feel like the creative directing come with people seeing me do my own shoots. Because I would creative direct my own shoots. Like I would come up with my own shoots, my own poses. Like I would always have like a mood board for my own things. And then I started to help Dandy. Because she started to get into the modeling scene and she wanted my help. So I feel like that's probably where it started for sure. Probably every single shoot that D'Angelo has dropped, I was behind the scenes, did her makeup, the editing, making sure she posed right. Even like as simple as making sure Jonathan at an angle that I would prefer him to be at, like little stuff like that. So I feel like that's definitely where it started.
Okay, and that kind of leads into my next question because something that I always wanted to know is, you're a model and an editor. How does you because as creatives we view we view the world through the lens that is whatever your creative path is. So a musician views the world through music, they hear things in music. I see the world as a filmmaker through film, so like I view the world through stories. You as a model and a makeup artist, even though during the time of picking up that I was more in the backseat of you, how does that mold your editing? Like how does that help you approach the creative directing and approach and edit?
Well, they definitely do work hand in hand for sure. Like me starting editing made me realize makeup stuff. Like I could fix a lot of makeup related problems in editing.
Right.
And then when I realized that, then how I do makeup relates to that. Like I would do my makeup based off of knowing how a light would hit somebody's face, or like how to explain it. It's just like they kind of work hand in hand. Like simple as like maybe like sometimes like if your eyelash too long, if you're late, it a certain way that would cast a shadow on your face and what's not. So like depending on how the concept is and all of that, they kind of all just work hand in hand. I do makeup better because I've seen people make mistakes when people come and do shoots. Seeing it in post, like the editing, it does be bad sometimes. Like some people, like the makeup don't be sitting well, or like how we blended, like little things. Everything that show up on a camera. Let me just start there.
Yeah,
Every single thing shows up on a camera. So seeing that every single thing shows up on a camera, it made me realize how they're connected. So how I've seen like people come in and do the makeup and having to fix like little problems. Becoming a makeup artist helped me see those little details and being like, even before makeup, I was a perfectionist.
What's one of the problems?
One of the problems?
Like, wow, you would see like, because I'm guessing usually when somebody accustomed to do makeup or something, they ain't really being a weird for a photo shoot you got. So what's one of the things you would say people gotta be aware of?
Well, I would say it's like little details. So like as simple as like your eyebrow, like how it blended, and maybe like how the eyeshadow is, especially your under eye, like with cracks, because cracking does happen a lot under your eye. How the liner is on your lip, like as simple as like it being off would shape the person lip totally different,
right.
Or like it just being more obvious. Like if I take a beauty shot and like my makeup in, like my lips in line properly, I'm going to see that and I'm gonna need to fix it in post for sure, because that does look really bad. So like I guess I would say it does make me have more of an eye to be more like keen for like little stuff like that.